win, go win, go win, go win, go win, man, go win.
Let's start off in the Western Conference and let's talk about the defending NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder, as the Thunder beat the Clippers 128-110 Wednesday night in LA. And for the Thunder, Chet Holmgren, he had a great performance, 30 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists. SGA had another 20-point performance. He had 20 points, 11 assists. The Thunder, they win their 7th consecutive game, and they clinched the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, improving to 64-16 on the season. And they clinched their 3rd straight number 1 seed, and they became the 4th team in the last 35 years to have 3 consecutive seasons clinching the number 1 seed. The other 3 teams were the Warriors 2014 through 2017, the Lakers 07 through 2010, and Jordan's Bulls 95 through 98. And keynote, Warriors, Lakers, Bulls all won multiple titles in that span. So the question here is, am I taking OKC or the field in the Western Conference when it comes to teams that could actually represent the West in the NBA Finals? I am taking the field over OKC, despite OKC being the defending NBA champions. And the thing is, when I look at Oklahoma City, obviously you got SGA, who's probably going to win NBA MVP. And this season, SGA has been balling. The man's averaging 31 points per game on 55% shooting from the floor, 7 assists per game, 4 rebounds. He is going to win another NBA MVP award. This is fresh off of a season last year where SGA, he won NBA MVP. He became an NBA champion, and he won NBA Finals MVP as well. And I believe SGA is a top 3 player right now in pro basketball, no matter how you slice it, no matter how you view SGA, because there's a lot of fans who don't necessarily care for his play style because he shoots so many free throws. And sometimes when I watch OKC games, I do find myself yawning, sleepy, or bored because SGA is at the free throw line so many damn times. But SGA, as a scorer, his ability to score the basketball at an elite level is undeniable. And not only is SGA a great player, the Oklahoma City Thunder, as a basketball team, they are also well coached. Mark Daigneault is one of the best coaches we have in pro basketball. They have a trio that won an NBA championship last year with SGA, with Chet Holmgren, with Jalen Williams. And so we know how great OKC is as a basketball team. And we saw the Thunder over the last 3 or 4 years. They basically took their L's in the postseason. They had their growing pains in the postseason in the past. And last year, they were also battle tested because in the Western Conference last year, the Nuggets, they took the Thunder 7 tough games in the Western Conference semifinals. And then in the NBA Finals, the Pacers, they took the Thunder 7 games in a long, drawn-out series in the NBA Finals. And the Thunder were able to outlast the Pacers in the finals last year. And so we know the Oklahoma City Thunder are battle-tested. And they have a top 3 player in pro basketball in SGA. And last year, Jalen Williams emerged as a true Robin for SGA because SGA is the Batman on this basketball team, but Jalen Williams is the Robin to SGA as the Batman. But when it comes to whether or not I believe someone should predict or pick the Thunder to represent the Western Conference in the NBA Finals or the field, I'm taking the field. And the reason why I'm taking the field is because I look at the San Antonio Spurs. A San Antonio Spurs team, they are 61-19. They are the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. And this particular season, the Spurs are 4-1 against OKC. The Spurs also have an up-and-coming superstar in Victor Wembanyama. They also have other pieces on their basketball team like De'Aaron Fox, like Stephon Castle. They got a veteran in Harrison Barnes. And so the Spurs, not only have they beaten the Thunder in 4 out of their 5 matchups this season, the Spurs have depth and they're young. The Spurs are young and they have a bunch of depth. I mean, I'm looking at this Spurs team with Mitch Johnson as their head coach. They go 6, 7 deep, and Harrison Barnes comes off the bench. So, actually, they go about 7, 8 deep. So, I really do like this Spurs roster. I still think they are inexperienced, but the team that I believe is the biggest threat to the Thunder are the Denver Nuggets. And the biggest reason why the Nuggets are the biggest threats to the Thunder is because of Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic, in my eyes, is still the best player in the NBA. It's not Victor Wembanyama. It's not SGA. It's not Anthony Edwards or Jaylen Brown. The best player in the NBA is none other than Nikola Jokic. And honestly, that's the main reason why I am taking the field over the Thunder as to who I believe is going to represent the West in the NBA Finals. I believe the Nuggets are just as good as the Thunder are, if not better. Because I'm looking at a Denver Nuggets team. I believe in the dynamic duo in Denver in Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray more than the dynamic duo in Oklahoma City with SGA and Jalen Williams. The thing is, when it comes to the Thunder, the way they play in their particular duo, there's a significant drop-off from their best player to their second best player. And there are other duos in the NBA that I believe there's not a significant drop-off from the best player to the second best player. On the Celtics, depending on the night, Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown can be the best player for the Boston Celtics. We know Nikola Jokic is the best player on the Denver Nuggets, but there's not a significant drop-off to where we question whether or not Jamal Murray is going to actually step up and perform at an elite level in clutch moments in the playoffs. We have seen Jamal Murray countless times make play after play after play in clutch situations for the Denver Nuggets. I look at even in the Eastern Conference, the New York Knicks with Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Jalen Brunson is the clear number 1 option in New York and the best player for the New York Knicks. But Karl Anthony Towns, despite him sometimes being soft, Karl Anthony Towns is a proven, consistent player at the NBA level. I still have questions sometimes about Jalen Williams. And so that's the thing. Not only do I have questions about Jalen Williams, I just feel like in the West this year, the Denver Nuggets and the San Antonio Spurs are significant competition for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Therefore, I am choosing the field in the Western Conference over OKC.